NBC, and ESPN. But his most amazing record that he holds is that he has eaten the most McDonald's Happy Meals in one day more than anyone else. Please help me welcome Mr. Jonathan Medina.
Thank you very much. Real quick, as loud as you can everyone say game time? I can't hear you, everyone say game time! First of all, I want to say thank you so much for the introduction. I was speaking one day at an elementary school, and when they introduced me, they said, standing 6'4", weighing 300 pounds. And I was like, that's messed up. First of all, I want y'all to know that I do not weigh 300 pounds anymore. I've been on a diet, I've been working out. I now only weigh 299 pounds. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was speaking at a school, and one day they introduced me, they said, I told them, I said, I don't not weigh 300 pounds anymore. In fact, when I first got to college, I was very, very small. When I first got to college, I only weighed 250 pounds. I was at an elementary school in Dallas, Texas. There was one little Mexican girl in the entire school. And that little girl, she looked up and she said, sir, 250 pounds, that's still gordo. Man, that's not funny. But when I first got to college, all the other kids, they said, sir, tell us what it means. What is gordo? So I looked at all those other kids in Dallas, Texas, right in the eyes, and I said, if you don't speak Spanish, gordo means strong. That little girl, she looked at me and she went, And the other kid said, sir, tell us. I said, fine. Gordo means smart. And that little girl went, And so I finally, she said, tell us. And so I finally said, okay, gordo means chubby. I said, okay, gordo means husky. One student looked at me, or one student got up and said, Fluffy. I said, no, that's a comedian. And then that little girl, she stood up and she said, gordo means fat. And a little tear came down my eye. Because I was there to talk about bullying and they were bullying me. But when I got to college, I weighed 250 pounds. My coaches, they wanted me to gain weight. They wanted me to weigh 300 pounds. They didn't know if I could do it or not. But they didn't know that when I flew into Texas, that I had a secret weapon. No, not Whataburger. My secret weapon, she's about 5'2". My grandma. See, I'm the very first grandchild, which means that I'm my grandma's favorite. My grandma loves me so much that every single morning, my grandmother, she made me the breakfast of champions. Chorizo con huevo. Y'all know what that is down here? I know, I stopped at El Pato earlier today. Every single day, my grandmother, she'd make me fresh arroz and frijoles at lunch. I love coming to Texas because in Texas, there's this wonderful food called brisket. I had a cousin come to the valley from Ohio. He had never been to the valley. So on the weekend, I got him some barbacoa and menudo. But my number one favorite thing that my grandmother would make, she'd make it fresh. Homemade. She'd flip over those tortillas de harina. I'd slap on some mantequilla on those tortillas and start to eat them. The butter would fall down on my shirt. Some people can relate. But You know what? I cannot just talk about food because one day I was speaking and one of the high school students came up to me. She was like, "Sir, can I take a selfie?" So I took a selfie with the little girl. And then she posted it on her Instagram and her Snapchat. And then she said, she posted me on her Instagram. She said, "Best motivational speaker I've ever heard." And so I commented, I said, "Who else have you heard?" She said, "You're the only one." That's not funny. But then she wrote, she said, "Sir, I'm inspired. Sir, I'm going to be the first one in my family to go to college." That little girl, she said, "Sir, I'm going to start a business." And then she wrote, "But sir, when you talked about your grandma's tortillas, I got hungry because I skipped breakfast." Let's make some noise for everyone that works in the cafeteria department. Let's make some noise where they at. Because I know that no student in La Jolla is going to come hungry. But you know what? I need some help. Can I get my volunteers to come on stage? I got some volunteers that are going to come help me out. All of y'all, could y'all come help me out? Those of you on that side, come on stage. Come on stage. Could y'all give a round of applause for our brave volunteers? They're going to help me out. Ma'am, you're going to come with me. Hi, what's your name?
Isela.
Everybody say, good afternoon, Isela! Now, I bring her up. I know that she has big, huge plans for this year. I know that this year she's going to go and inspire all her students. I know that she's going to do some big and amazing things. But on the outside, she is weird. She's little. In fact, my grandmother, she'd say it like this. She'd say, "Mijita, estás bien chiquita." Now, I bring her up because many times I go to schools all across the United States of America. I've gone to schools here in the Valley, and I ask the students everywhere I go, I say, "What size dream do you have? What size vision do you have?" I ask staff all across the country, I say, "What kind of year are you going to have?" And I know you all are pumped up here, but many schools, many teachers, they look at me and they say, "Sir, I don't know. I don't know these kids. I don't know how they're going to do. I don't know what kind of year I'm going to have." Every single morning I start my day, I open up my favorite book, and in my favorite book it says that without a vision, the people perish. Everyone say, without a vision, without a vision, the students lose. Give her a round of applause. Stay right here. I didn't say you could leave. Ma'am, come back. No, I didn't say you could go anywhere. Stay right there. It's the first day back and you're already going wrong. Sir, come with me. You have an entire fan group over there. Sir, what's your name?
Daniel Chapa, La Jolla High, class of 95.
Sir, you let me do the talking? Everyone say, "What's up, Mr. Chapa?" Now, Mr. Chapa, I bring you up. You're a little bit bigger than her, but you're not the biggest guy that we have out here. So today, Mr. Chapa, again, I know you're going to have a big school year, but on the outside, compared to the rest of the people, you're going to be the average size. Everyone say, average dream, average goals, average vision. I was speaking at a school in Los Angeles, California. I was speaking to the students to start their year, to kick them off 2 years ago. And then I started talking to some of the teachers. Some of the teachers, they told me, "I know how to be an excellent teacher." They told me, "I know how to be an excellent leader here at my school. But sometimes I don't feel like it." They told me, "Sometimes these kids, they get me tired." They told me, "Sometimes I don't think it's even worth it. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. They're only good some of the times." Everyone say, don't be average. Give Mr. Chapa a round of applause. Sir, come with me. Stand right here, sir. What is your name? Franco? Yeah. Big, strong. Mr. Franco. Now, sir, I bring you up because you're a big, strong man. I see you work in transportation. Now, I remember when I was just in middle school here in the Rio Grande Valley, I was in 7th grade. I remember I put my shoulder pads on, I put my helmet on, I looked in the mirror and I was like, man, I'm a stud. But my coach looked at me and said, son, you're too small, you're too slow, and you don't know where to go. And he put a big, huge letter B next to my name. If you don't know, there's the A team and then there is the B team. The B team is the better team. Okay, that's not true. Anyone play B team out there? Make some noise for the B team. Ma'am, you got way too excited. You got way too excited. She was like, no one ever shouts out the B team. But I bring him up because even though I started off as a kid who was on the B team, I had a vision for where I wanted to go. I had educators, I had people in my school that told me that I could accomplish my big dreams and my big goals, so I didn't have to stay as a small dream. I didn't have to stay with small results. Instead, I got to dream big. Everyone say, dream big! Give him a round of applause. Sir, come with me. That's an impressive beard. Everyone say, big old dream. That's messed up. As you can see, he has a lot more gray hair than all of the other people here, and not just because his beard is big, but on top it's all gray as well.
But I have it all.
But he said he has all his hair. That's good, that's good. I'm not pointing anybody out. No, okay. I'm starting to lose mine in the back a little bit, but sometimes our dreams and our goals, our vision, it takes a long time to get there. I ask that when you go back to school, it doesn't matter if you're working in transportation, it doesn't matter whether you're the class of 95, it doesn't matter whether you're a teacher. It doesn't matter if you're a teacher. I ask that every single day when you come to school and you look at the students, when you're working with the students, when they come into your classroom, when they ride your bus, when they're in your cafeteria line, I ask that you look at these students and you don't just see them where they are, but I want you to see them where they can become. Everyone say, big old dream. Give them all a round of applause. Y'all can step back. Y'all can step back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Step back. Step back. Mr. Chapa, I'm going to have you come over here with me. Now, I remember it was maybe the first or second day of college football. They gave us the shoulder pads. They gave us the helmet. And our coach said, find someone about the same size as you. And so, Mr. Chapa, since you're about my size, you're going to go against me. There's this drill. I love this drill. It's called the Oklahoma drill. Many schools, they do not do this anymore. There was one girl, she shouted out, ma'am, you didn't play football. She's like, but mijo, he played. No, we're gonna show you what the Oklahoma drill is. Sir, you just stand there, you take the hit. Now, the first thing we do in the Oklahoma drill, the most important thing we need to do is we need to get low. So I'm gonna get down in a 3-point stance. You just stay there, sir. I'm gonna get down in a 3-point stance. I need everyone's help. Everyone say down, set, put. I'm just kidding, sir. I'm not allowed to hit the teachers anymore. Now, the first part of the Oklahoma drill, the goal of the drill is we collide, we make contact, we hit, and the goal of the drill is to hit them so hard that you knock them onto their back until they are flat like a pancake. Or I just remembered that I'm here in the valley, until they are flat like a tortilla. Now, one of the most important things when you're doing the Oklahoma drill, the first part, you have to get down, you have to get low. Everyone say, get low. I was speaking at a school district, and I was telling them how I was a secret group in Atlanta, and we were talking about how we needed to get low as educators, we need to get low as school district employees. And so one of the most important things when we're doing is I need you all to get low, get to know the students. I need you to get down on their level, look them right in the eyes, find out about their family, find out about their dreams and goals, find out about their aspirations, find out where they want to go to college, find out what they want to do, what are their interests. I need you to get low and get to know them. Hi, sir. My name is Jonathan. This is Rick. Everyone say, hi, Rick. Hi, Rick. Now everyone say, get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Okay, let me go back on stage, and I have to go against Mr. Chapa. Face me, sir. Stand right there again. We can go ahead and both get in a three-point stance now. Everyone say down, set. Sir, I'm just kidding, sir. He said he needs to represent the class of 95 and take the speaker down. He said he was all district for La Jolla back in the day. He could take me, but. Everyone give Mr. Chapa a round of applause. Don't leave yet. Mr. Chapa, you're gonna help me out. Now this next part, I need everyone's help. I need everyone to put your arms out real quick. Everyone put your arms out, Both hands, like if we're gonna do a push-up together. In fact, all of the bottom people, I need you to stand up. If you're on the bottom, I need you to stand up, stand up, stand up. Now, stand up. Hands out, and everyone all together, everyone's gonna say push. Okay, wait till the count of 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can have a seat. Now this next part, one of the things that I'm going to do is, when I speak, it doesn't matter if I'm speaking to students, to staff, or to parents, one of the most important things we must do, if we want to have the most amazing year, if you all want to go and lead the entire Rio Grande Valley, if you want to be leaders here in the state, I'm going to ask that everyone push! Everyone say push! Now to show you, I'm going to do something right now. I'm going to get down in a push-up position, and I'm going to try to do a push-up with a very small dream standing on my back. My doctor told me not to do this anymore, but I told him that I'm going to La Jolla, so I need to do this today. So, Mr. Chopper, can you hold this real quick? So, ma'am, you're going to stand on my lower back. You're going to face forward. You're going to yes, you're going to stand on my lower back. We're going to face forward. Let's come right here. It's hot here. Now you're going to stand right here, face forward, just like. I need everyone's help. Could you all say push on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. 1. Not loud enough. 1, 2, 3. 1. You can get off. Give her a round of applause. Now, I know here in La Jolla, we're not going to stop at a little dream. Everyone say, no little dreams. No little goals. No little vision. Ms. Chapa, you're going to stand on my back. Sir, could you hold his hand? Could you hold his hand? Make sure Mr. Chapa doesn't fall. He has a class reunion coming up. He needs to make it. Everyone say push on 3. 1, 2, 3. Give him a round of applause. Everyone say big dreams. Okay, he's too big though. Sometimes when your kids, they come up to you this year and they tell you, sir, I'm going to dream big. You have to tell the kids, no, that's too big a dream. No, you can't do it. No, I'm kidding. Everyone say, big dreams, big goals, big vision. But I'm scared. Sir, you're going to come over. Could you grab his hand? Could you grab his hand? Mr. Chapa. Could you hold this? Thank you, thank you. I still had his shirt on underneath. Calm down. Yes. Wait. Can someone pray for me real quick? But I'm scared. Tengo miedo. Everyone say push! Okay. A little more up. A little more forward. A little more forward. More forward. Right there. 1, 2. Everyone say push on 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm stuck. Can someone help me out? Give our volunteers a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. One more time. Everyone down here, stand up, stand up. Everyone put your hands forward, put your hands forward, and all together we're going to say push. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now everyone repeat the letters. Everyone say P. Repeat the letters. P, U, S, S, H. Everyone repeat after me. Everyone say persevere. Until school success happens. Repeat after me. Everyone say persevere. Until student success happens. Y'all can have a seat. Y'all can have a seat. I remember it was maybe, I was in 7th grade, the first time I ever got trusted to take a game-winning shot. They passed me the ball, I turn, I take the shot, the ball's flying through the air. All the moms and dads in the crowd, they were screaming and yelling, they were like, come on, mijo, come on, come on. Hercules, Hercules. And the ball's flying through the air and all those parents suddenly went silent. All my teammates go silent and we're watching the ball fly through the air. And all of a sudden it goes. Everyone say, swoosh, swoosh. Okay, I'll be honest, hit the rim, but it went in. And that day my mom, she said, mijo, son, I can't go to your game, but I'll be there when y'all get back. And I watched as all my teammates were getting picked up, and I watched as one kid got picked up, another kid, another kid, another kid, until it was finally just me. And my coach looked over me and said, son, where are your parents at? And I didn't know what to say. I was nervous. I was scared, so I just made up a lie. I said, oh, no, coach, I was excited because I made the game-winning shot, but I'm supposed to walk home. And with every step, I'm wondering, where's my mom at? Why wasn't she there to pick me up? How could my mom disappoint me like this? I finally get to the house. I knock on the door. And I didn't know, but my mom, she had been drinking all day long. I didn't know, but my mom, she had been taking pills, doing drugs all day long. My mom forgot about me. And worse than that, the combination of the drugs and the alcohol made my mom think I was somebody bad trying to hurt her and my brothers and sisters inside the house. She grabbed them by the hand, she took them to the closet in the restroom, she said, shh, be quiet, they're trying to get us. I could hear what was going on inside the house. We lived in a trailer house in Harlingen, Texas. And so I ran over to that side of the house and we get a band, boom, 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 mom, open the door, it's me, Johnny. She just kept on going, shh, boom, boom, mom, no, please, it's me. Shh, be quiet, they're trying to get us. Boom, boom, mom, please, mom, please. I had a dream that I wanted to go to college. I wanted to be a good athlete, but in that moment, I felt like giving up. I felt like quitting. Every time I came home, I didn't know what I was going to come home to. Everyone whisper and say, push, push. One of my favorite motivational speakers, he says, if you fall down, try to fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Everyone say, get up! Yeah. My coach in college used to say it a little bit different. My coach used to say, it doesn't matter what happened yesterday, you can always win today. Everyone say, win today. My grandfather also taught me another lesson. Shortly after that, my mom went to prison. I had to live with my grandfather in Rio Hondo, or Rio Hondo. And so my grandfather took care of me. My grandfather was a migrant worker. He's a hardworking man. He would travel to Mississippi, South Carolina, California to work the harvest seasons. My grandfather worked hard his entire life, and he was taking care of me. To take care of me, he had to work around the clock. He didn't come home but to shower. He would sleep out at the field. I love my grandfather. I share his message all across the United States because of that. I love my grandfather. He passed away 3 years ago. Before he passed away and before he left one year for me to live all by myself at 15 years old, he looked me in the eyes one day. My grandfather looked me in the eyes before he left and he said, mijo, en esta vida hay que luchar. Everyone say, luchar! Luchar! Y'all are good. I was in California and I told the entire audience, I said, everyone say luchar! And everyone was like, luchar? Let's everyone say it like they do in Northern California. Everyone say, luchar. Y'all are silly. But then I came to school one day. I was fighting and wrestling. I was luchando, just like my grandfather told me. One counselor, she said, Jonathan, what do you want to do after high school? I told her, I want to apply to Harvard. I want to apply to the most prestigious universities in the country. My counselor, she looked me right in the eyes and she told me, Jonathan, I don't think you're going to get in. She looked me in the eyes and she said, Jonathan, even if you got into that university, I don't think you're going to make it. I don't share this very often, but most people don't know that that day I went home, I laid down in my bed and I began to cry because I thought, at school, they're supposed to believe in me. At school, they're supposed to help me out, but my counselor told me no, that my dream was too big. And with tears coming down my eyes, I went to school the next day. There was a gentleman, his name was Mr. Cortez. He wasn't my real counselor, he was another counselor at the school. But Mr. Cortez got to know me. He got low. He got to know me as a student. Mr. Cortez came up to me. He said, Jonathan, where do you want to go to school? I told him, I want to play college football. I want to go to one of the most prestigious schools in the country. He told me, you can do it. Everyone say, you can do it. I want you to go back to your schools. I want you to tell those students that they can do it, because I remember one day I was sitting at home. I got a letter in the mail. The first letter came from Harvard and Princeton. I opened it. I was nervous and I was scared. And it said, Mr. Medina, we regret to inform you that you will not be accepted to Harvard and Princeton. And tears came in my eyes, and I thought about the counselor that told me I couldn't make it. But then the other thing came out in my other ear that said, you can do it. The next week, another letter came in the mail. I opened it up. I was nervous and I was scared. I hid so that way no one would see me in case I started crying again. And it said, congratulations, you've been accepted to Georgetown University, and I became the first one in my family to go to college. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I got on a Southwest flight in Harlingen, Texas. I flew all the way over to Washington, D.C. I went up to the 8th floor. I love Southwest. I had my 2 free bags. I went up to the 8th floor. I packed away my cajon, or my drawer. I was done like in 5 minutes. I came downstairs. I watched as all the other kids begin to arrive. I'm from Rio Hondo. I had never seen the Mercedes-Benz SUV and the Lexus SUV. In Rio Hondo, if you have an F-150, you're the man. And so I'm watching as all the students begin to arrive. I only had my 2 free bags, but everyone else, the dads are carrying these big, huge flat screen TVs. All the moms are crying over their sons. They're like, Mijo, Mijo, I'm so proud of you. Okay, really, they were all white, so it was more like, Trevor, I'm so proud of you. That's messed up. And I stood there so proud because I had a counselor that believed in me, that helped me get to that location. I had family members that pushed me. My grandfather told me to luchar. And so I'm so excited to tell you, I was the first one, but I wasn't the last one. My brother Joshua right behind me, he's big, he's strong, he's fast, y está feo. Has nothing to do with the story. I just want you to know that I'm the good-looking one. And so my brother Josh, he's getting ready for his NFL scouts. They fly over to watch my brother. There's 30 NFL coaches. They fly over to see my brother. There's 40 other players trying out. I'm trying to film my brother. I want to put him on YouTube because I'm a millennial. And so I'm filming my brother, and my brother's getting ready to do his bench press workout. My brother gets so pumped and excited, he begins to slap himself in the chest. I'm watching all the other athletes that are seeing my brother. The athletes, they get excited. They're slapping themselves in the chest. I'm just filming, but I get excited. I slap myself in the chest. Everyone 2 times, slap yourselves in the chest. I'm filming my brother. My brother gets so pumped and excited. My brother slaps himself in the face. All the other players, they see my brother slap himself in the face. They slap themselves in the face. I'm just filming. I get excited. I slap myself in the face. Everyone 2 times, slap. No, I'm kidding. Don't do it. Hit the person next to you. No, I'm kidding. Don't do it. Sir, don't do it. I'm filming my brother. My brother's so pumped and excited. Everyone's slapping themselves in the chest or slapping themselves in the face. It's loud, it's noisy. I'm standing on an empty bench trying to film my brother over all the people. I'm trying to film my brother. All of a sudden, I get a tug on my shirt, and it's a little tiny man. He says, "Are you Jonathan?" I said, "Yes." I went right back to filming my brother. He tugs on my shirt a second time. He says, "Are you Jonathan?" I said, "Yes." I went right back to filming my brother. He tugs on my shirt a third time. He says, "I'm your brother's NFL agent." So I got down and I listened. He said, "I just had dinner with your brother 2 days ago. I'm so proud of your brother. Your brother's an amazing athlete. He's an amazing student. He's an amazing leader." I asked your brother Joshua, I said, "Joshua, how did you become so successful?" He said, "The next thing that your brother told me brought tears to my eyes because I didn't know about your brother. I didn't know about your family." He said, "Your brother Joshua told me, 'Sir, I want you to know that when I was really young, my parents went to prison and I had to push.'" Everyone say push. He said, "Sir, I want you to know that when I was really young, I had people that didn't believe in me, but I also had teachers that told me I could do it. I just had to hold on." Everyone say, hold on. He said, "Sir, I want you to know that I had to fight and wrestle to accomplish my dreams and goals." Everyone say, luchar. Luchar. The next thing that he told me brought tears to my eyes because I love my brother. I shared a bed with my brother Joshua. We'd fight over who got to sleep next to the fan because it's hot down here. My brother went to class with me. He played sports with me. I love my brother so much. And he had some educators that told him he could fight and wrestle luchar. My brother had some educators that told him he could be a leader. And so the next thing that he said, "I asked your brother Joshua, who showed you that you could be successful?" He said, "My older brother Jonathan, he showed me the way." Thank you, thank you, thank you. Close to my university, there's a statue in Washington, D.C., there's a statue of a man named Gandhi. One of Gandhi's famous quotes is, "Be the change you wish to see out in the world." Everyone say, "Be the change you wish to see out in the world." Be the change. I need you to slap your chest and say, "Be the change." Y'all are crazy. Now, my brother Josh, he was watching me. I didn't know that he was watching me. But I didn't know that there were times when I felt like quitting. And had it not been for Mr. Cortez, I would have quit. Had it not been for Coach Guzman, I would have quit. Had it not been for Coach De La Rosa, had it not been for Ms. Rodriguez, had it not been for Mr. Herrera, I would have quit, except that they told me to push. They told me to hold on. They helped me to fight and wrestle and luchar. All my educators, they became a champion for me. One of my all-time favorite YouTube videos is a lady, she says that every child needs a champion in their life. So all together, we're gonna raise a number 1 up in the air. Everyone put a number 1 up in the air, nice and high, nice and high. Raise your hand, number 1. And all together, everyone say, "I am a champion. I will Push. I will. Hold on. I will. Luchar. Everyone, thank you very much. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be with you. You all are going to have the most amazing year. I know everyone here is a champion. You all are so great. Thank you very much. We're doing the spirit stick. We're doing the spirit stick. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Do I come off stage?
Thank you.